Good afternoon, good people, and welcome to this channel. As I have said it once, it is that this channel is our channel as Kenyans. Yes, and I choose it that way for a reason. And yes, welcome all and welcome home. So, on today's topic, which is the last, no, it's an episode, it's an episode called Empaths. Under the topic hell. Hell is not a place but a state. So yes, it's our last topic for this week, today being Friday. And ndio watu wa manage kupata time ya kwenda sherehe. So yes, personally I am an empath by nature, and it's just innate in me. I was born like that. And from what I remember from when I was young, like a little girl, I have always been so empathetic, and especially for those who are suffering, for the needy. And I always wish, like when I was that very young, I always wish there's something I could just do to help. Always thinking of how I can help those who can't, and those who are in need of help. So that's just me. Although there are those empaths who are emotional. Personally, I'm not an emotional empath. I'm just a normal empath. So for the emotional empaths, they tend to they are so deeply attached into the emotions of others. Too deep that it has somehow ends up now even affecting you, because you tend now to again carry burdens that doesn't concern you at all. And it's not right. It's not okay for you to attach yourself into other people's problems too much to extents that it starts affecting you, or having to entertain too much nonsense from others. You entertain too much of that until now it starts affecting your health, your mental status. It's not right. I know sometimes we find ourselves in situations whereby somehow you are unable to get yourself out, and especially in marriages. But I can assure you, in whichever relationship you are at, and you just feel like it's not right, either marriage, even in workplace, they are very toxic bosses, too toxic, and they are just out there to make your life so difficult for no reason at all. For no reason. So in as much as you are that empath and you feel you should be there accommodating everyone, it shouldn't happen that way. You should be very balanced, I must say. And I have fallen short of that in the past. You know, lack of knowledge, and you find yourself, you're just there too forgiving, too accommodating, and it might cost you a lot, a lot. And because there's this case, I have a very personal person who is very close to me, and she's an emotional empath, and given again lack of education, she has been affected by it big time, because now people tend to take advantage of you, Everyone is throwing shit towards you. Everyone is out there to throw everything at you. Why? They just know you are there. You won't react, you won't say anything, they be stepping on you any in any way they feel like. And it's not right. Okay, it's not right. So as an empath, you have to keep your boundaries very tight. Yes, you have to safeguard yourself from these kind of characters. They are all over out here. They are all over, and they tend to take advantage with their lies, with their fakeness and everything. So take charge. Take charge of yourself. It's about you before anything else. Before anything else, it's about you as a person, your well-being, your mental health. It's about you, and you first. And I know some of us, you might just find yourself in a situation whereby somehow you are just so restricted. Okay, you find yourself like probably you are in a job, you are working, and you find yourself in that situation whereby your boss or other colleagues at work, they always be there trying to attack you, busy trying to throw all kind of trash at you, and somehow you can't quit because you just don't know where else to start from. The advice I can give you is that there's so much out here to start with. Always keep that in your mind, that there's so much to do outside here. Don't confiscate zungu imeleta shida. Like, just don't stay in that cocoon there, and you're feeling discomfort, you're not comfortable in the name of trying to accommodate others. It's bad. It's not supposed to be like that. So just organize yourself, and with time rediscover and find your way out. In whichever way, just find your way out, because it's about you. It's about you. It's about your wellness and everything. And as mothers, our well-being, it's not just about us. It's about our kids. So whatever it takes to safeguard your sanity, it's always for the sake of your kids. So do whatever it takes to do exactly that. Okay, so we start on the definition. Who are empaths? So empaths are we are people who are highly attuned into the emotions of others. So we tend to be so somehow attached. We feel others deeply, and especially for those who are suffering. And now we attract these other called narcissists. We attract them big time, because they know, this one, hata nikimwambia nini ama hata nikifanya nini, she'll still just maybe forgive and let it go. But as I said earlier, yes, you have to keep those boundaries up tight. Let them know you know who they are, and let them know that you also have, that you can also, no, you cannot be taken advantage of that easily. They should keep off you, and you try to keep off them as well. So for emotional empaths, they are unable. They are totally unable now to keep those healthy boundaries, and they find themselves in shit. And for that very personal person I was telling you about, she's an emotional empath, and she ended up getting bipolar. And it's such a pity. Sometimes it's such a pity, because I have seen her through it all, and the suffering. It costs you your whole lifetime nursing that thing. Pure madness. But all in all, God, God is good. He watches and he acts at the right time. Okay, he watches and he acts at the right time. Only that now, sometimes it might now end up costing you along the way, either way. Because now God cannot also step in where you're supposed to be using your brains as a person. Wewe pia ni utumia akili vile inafaa. Si kukaa unangoja Mungu saa zote, sawa? Sawa? Can you apply your brains where applicable? Sawa? You empaths, married women. Mnasikia? Yes, kindly set those boundaries well. Very important. Very important. Otherwise, you hear these cases of, I don't know who killed herself with all her kids. It's exactly that. You are just there. You are just there taking in the trash from every corner. And before you know it, you are losing it. Before you know it, just wish now to just disappear from the face of this other end, because you cannot leave your children behind. You can't afford to do that. The next thing you feel, you should just disappear with them, which is not right. Okay, act when there is still, act early enough before you go to those extremes. Okay, yes. So characteristics of empaths. So this is what characterizes an empath. First and foremost is that they feel other people's emotions deeply. Secondly, they have very strong intuition. Okay, and others are very, very much connected to nature and outdoor. That is characteristics number 3. 4, we are very sensitive to noise and crowds. Like, personally, I don't like noise. I really don't like noisy places. I hardly go to clubs. And I just find so much solace sometimes in being just alone. Okay, I am that loner, a very happy loner. And sometime back I remember my mbaba telling me, we huoperate kama mchawi. I'm always alone, doing my things alone, always alone. Ati kwani una nini? No, it's a personality ban. I'm like that, and that's me, and I'm comfortable that way. Okay, yeah, so majority of us are loners, and happy loners. Another thing is that they love animals deeply, but personally, no. I don't like animals, not the cows, not the cats, not the pets. I don't like animals generally. Hata kitu napenda maybe kuku juu itanipatia mayai. I like eggs, so I like chicken a lot. But pets, I don't like pets totally. I don't. But majority of empaths like pets. So we also prefer to recharge alone. Yes, like when I'm alone, I always feel I feel re-energized. I feel good. I feel nice. But when I'm around people, and especially those with negative energy, it just puts me off kabisa. So I don't like mostly being around so many people. Yes. And we always have this strong urge to help and help. Yes, again, you should regulate on that. should be it shouldn't be that you are there helping everyone and doing everything. You should just regulate, do it in accordance to your strength or in accordance to your capability. Do not overstretch, it will drain you badly. And we tend to soak up into emotionals, okay? Yeah, like I told you. So kitambo, I and my brothers we used to watch wrestling, yeah? Back then. And every time I see those people fighting, I would cry. I would cry so much. I don't want to see people fighting even in TV. Rubbish. Where? Now that is now bad. Okay? Should just adjust your brains to be, in as much as you're an empath, you should apply narcissism where necessary. Sawa? Yes, do not be an empath. You want to be good. 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 No. Be good also where necessary. Where you need your need as a narcissist appear as such. Rule of life. Sawa. An eye for an eye. And another thing, do not be too understanding and too forgiving. No, it will cost you a lot on that. It will cost you a lot. So, now, personally, being an empath, I tend to attract narcissists a lot. But with time, I have learned a lot. And I am learning as well on how to like cope when you're around those kind of characters. You know how to behave with them, you know how to deal with them. So yes, that's on that. And I have like finalized on the topic narcissism and empaths. So next time it will be a totally different episode, but still on the same topic. Hell is not a place but a state. So those extremes levels of narcissism end up being a hell to someone else. Those extremes levels of being an empath, you are just there being an emotional empath, you create a hell for yourself because of other people. So always tend to regulate your emotions, regulate the way you think, just moderate everything. Moderation is the key word here. Always moderate on everything and show up as you are required to show up. So if your empathy is needed, go for it. If they need to see the other side of you, yes, show up as that bad person they are trying to trigger out of you. Okay, so regulate. Na as I finalize on this video, wale wa pombe sherehe leo, also regulate. It's not bad to take alcohol, but regulate. Everything, if you do extreme, it's bad for you. So alcohol, regulate. Wasichana, hiyo msiregulate, deal na moja by the way. Na hapo sicheki. Okay, if you have to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, just do one at a go and take care of yourself. But if you know very well when you are kurandaranda, always make sure you are using protection where necessary. And that's all for today. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Continue subscribing, continue sharing. I love you all and may God bless you. Blessed weekend ahead. See you on Monday. Thank you.